about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not
Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to Happy For Now. It's me Isabel here with my Kindle Unlimited TBR check-in number two. This is the second one. This is the second one I'm doing. So I am shifting up the format a little bit. In the first video, I just ran through all of the books I had checked out and planned to read at some point. Okay, today I'm gonna tell you how many books I have on my KU TBR shelf on Goodreads, which is a lot. And then we're gonna talk about what I returned unread, but still wanna read, what I have checked out still real quick, and then my new checkouts, what I've read from the list, and then the things I checked out and read without trying. It just kind of happened. They were there for a moment and gone again because I read them so quick. But first things first, I have 123 books on my Goodreads Kindle Unlimited shelf right now. It's a lot. I add books there whenever I find one that I want to read from Kindle Unlimited usually, and I will go there and browse when I'm feeling like I need to find a new KU book. Angus is barking at me. I will be right back. All right, I have retrieved the dog to come upstairs with me. So I returned 3 books that I did not read and I will be checking out again, which are The Dugout, Black Sunshine, and Truth or Dare. All 3 of these are still on my TBR. I do plan to come back to them. I just ended up wanting to read some other things instead. And you know that like shuffle moment where you're like, well, what am I gonna return to check out what I want to read? So these were the ones that made the list, and I figure I will come back to them very soon. The books I still have checked out from that first video are The Circle, Rejected, Love Scammed, and Birthday Shot. Ruthless Creatures by J.T. Gessinger, which I guess I don't remember, and I didn't go check, but I'm 60% through that as of filming today, and this video comes out tomorrow on Tuesday, so we're gonna go ahead and call that one read. And I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be about a 4-star for me. I'm really, really liking it, but I'll give a full review obviously when I come back through on my next update. And then Kirby Girls Can't Date Quarterbacks. My 3 newest checkouts to KU are Charge by Kate C. Wells. This is the series that the author that everyone on Twitter is talking up immensely. Katie Robert marathoned her whole backlist. I know Jen Prokop did, and a bunch of other people I'm friends with did. And I was just like, well, we're gonna dive in, so that's gonna happen soon. I also got The Bell and the Beard by Kate Canterbury because I heard the hero was bisexual and a lady was like leaving mean reviews. I'm very upset that he was a bisexual hero, and I personally love this. I don't see enough bisexual male representation in my books, so I can't wait. Then I also checked out A Lady of Rooksgrave Manor by Catherine Moon, and I checked this out because it's monster fucking, and I need it in my life. It's just the thing I need, and I can't wait to read it. So let's talk about the books I have read from last time that I had checked out, which are 4. I can count, there are 4 books. First of all, we have, okay, well I didn't read one, I read 3 of the 4. One book was Hate by Tate James, which I returned unread because that author decided to attack a reviewer on TikTok who was doing a vlog as she read the book and wasn't loving the opening. And the author found it appropriate to duet her, I think, or stitch it, and get upset because the person didn't like her book. And I'm sorry, but that's not how this works. The author in no way was tagged or initiated into the conversation to indicate it was okay to interact. She just inserted herself. So yeah, I returned that unread, and I will not be reading any Madison, whatever her name is, any of this author's stuff ever, because that is one thing I have really strong feelings about, which is the reviewer-reader space versus the author space, where we have to invite you in to interact, and you can't get mad when people don't like your stuff. Like, yes, it's your work and you're proud of it, but everything's not for everybody, and that's okay. So that one went back unread. Then I read Maybe Next Time by Christina C. Jones, which I gave like 4.5 or 5 stars to. I really, really loved this book. I thought it was absolutely delightful. This is a second chance marriage in trouble, she is getting ready to divorce her husband, and he kidnaps her and takes her away on a vacation for them to reconnect. And it was beautiful. I loved this book so freaking much, y'all. Highly recommend it if you're interested in that. It definitely is a darker romance, but it's still not too dark. Then I read When She's Ready by Ruby Dixon, which is the first book in the EREADERS, whatever. I loved this as well, solid 4-star. I can't wait to continue reading that little side universe she has going. And then the last thing I read was Black Witch Magic by Mila Nix. I read this for the Love in the Night readathon. I gave this a 3.5. It really gives me a feeling of a cozy mystery more than a romance as I read it. And that's nothing against it. I still really enjoyed the story. I thought it was really fun. I loved watching it all unfold. But I definitely want to maybe eventually read the second one. This is also set around Christmas and the holidays, which was really fun for a witchy book. Then we have the books I accidentally listened to that are on KU and I didn't even know. So yeah, because I have that TBR shelf on KU, I ended up reading 3 books by Ella Mays that were on that shelf of mine and I didn't know, so that's exciting. This will happen occasionally where I listen to a book maybe or something else that is on KU and I don't realize it, and then later I'm like, oh crap, this, I'll throw it in these check-ins because why not? So that was To Love Jason Thorne, To Hate Adam Connor, and The Hardest Fall. To Love Jason Thorne and To Hate Adam Connor were my favorite. So To Love Jason Thorne is a brother's best friend again, and she is a romance writer, and her brother's best friend is a famous actor, and it follows her journey of getting her book turned into a movie, and he's going to star in the movie, and them falling in love for the sake of convenience because they get married to help save his image basically, and it was spectacular. And then To Hate Adam Connor is a neighbor romance, so the girl in Jason Thorne's best friend falls in love with the neighbor, and she's kind of the nanny, and it was very, very cute. Very, very cute. Very fun time. Highly recommend Ella Mays if you haven't checked her out. And then my last 2 books we have are the 2 I checked out and returned within like, I don't know, a day or less. I think I might have swapped them for each other. I don't know. It was fast, I will tell you that. And that is Twisted Love by Anna Wong, which I recommended in my Dark Light Romances. It is also a brother's best friend romance, and I really liked it. This is a great, it is basically Grumpy Sunshine, although he's more of a, I'll murder everyone for you kind of grumpy. Less of a, like grump. He's like super grumps. If that makes sense. Like he's super grumpy. And he kind of does hate everyone but her. And yeah, this one was de-frickin' lightful. I blew through this book in no time at all. I basically didn't want to put my Kindle down, and I want everyone to read it. This also features content warnings for parental death, attempted murder, blackmail, all kinds of stuff. This is definitely dark romance and it's got a lot of trigger warnings. The next one is Run, Posey, Run by Casey Wells. This is the first book by Casey Wells. I started there because it's a standalone, and I figured if I didn't like it, oh well. It's also a mafia book, and I just thought it sounded like a fun time. And basically our hero in this one is a sociopath, and he doesn't care about anyone but her, and it follows her family's like been kind of blackballed by the community, and it's her like dating different guys, and then she ends up with him. Dario is his name, and some things go down and he thinks she cheated on him. Turns out she didn't, though. It was like a faked date on the tape, and so he kicks her out and she goes on the run, and then he finds her and they slowly repair the relationship. This is like a super fucked up book, okay? There's like part of the tape was a revenge porn thing basically, and there is sexual assault in this, and her like discovering that she can enjoy sex. It's a lot happens. A lot of content warnings on here for murder and kidnapping, sexual assaults, revenge porn. Just yep, it's a lot, but I really liked it. It was a solid like 4-star for me, I think, and it could easily show up on a favorites list this year because I had a blast with this book. So those are all of the books I have out on KU. I have read from KU in the last month or so since I did my first video. Let me know your favorite recent KU read, because you know, obviously I don't have enough KU books to read and I should just make that TBR even bigger. Sorry for any Angus noises. He has been a little whiny baby today, but he is just chilling with me while I film up here. If you made it this far, you can drop a dog emoji in the comments because, you know, Angus is hanging with us today. And you can find links to all of the books I talked about in that description box, as well as links to Be My Friend anywhere on the internet. And I will see you soon. Bye.
Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for.